Back with another episode of Hammerette Time. We've got two new faces for you this time as Christina and Marie join Chelsea and Laura, giving you their opinion on Mark Arnautovic, the defeat to Wimbledon, the defeat to Wolves, the possible defeat to Liverpool coming up on Monday night, and of course we've still got just under 24 hours of the transfer window to go. If you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like on it and leave your comments below as well. Let the girls know what you think of their opinions. They have been interacting with you in the last couple of episodes, and I'm sure they will for this one as well. If you're a female West Ham fan, you'd like to give your opinion in future episodes, you can get in touch with us on Twitter at hammers_chat or by emailing us hammerschat@gmail.com. Both links are in the description below. That's enough from me. Over to the girls.
I'm not surprised in the slightest at the result or the scoreline, really. I predicted a 2-0 loss anyway before the game. So it's just the manner of how we lose. Just recently, I think the whole Arnie speculations just upset the morale of the team and just really unsettled everybody. So I hold him responsible, if I'm honest, especially after the Arsenal game, where he had the audacity to walk off the pitch waving goodbye to the fans when a bid hasn't even been accepted. Who the fuck are you? I always thought that it was a ploy made up by his dickhead brother to try and get more money out of the club, and what do you know, that's exactly what happened. I think it was, all of 30 minutes after the Wimbledon game, they released that embarrassing video. No, sorry, that just not sit well with me at all. Your team's just lost 4-2 to the rock bottom of League One in the Cup. That's disgusting. Going back to that defeat, I'm just trying to get my head around the thought process of Pellegrini's tactics there. I'm a level 3 qualified coach, right? And I'm not comparing myself to an FA qualified world-class manager like Pellegrini, but surely it's just common sense to play your best 11 at every given opportunity. That's not what he done. He disrespected Wimbledon, was very complacent, and it bit him on the arse, basically. Don't get it. And our season's over in January. It's as simple as that. The best we can do in the league is probably 7th, and even then I think it's unrealistic based on current form, that is. We're out both cups now. Not sure I understand that one. We could have given it a really good go, especially the FA Cup. I'd rather win the FA Cup than finish 7th in the league every day of the week. So yeah, still struggling with that one, to be honest. But yeah, I think 8th to 12th is probably our target, to be honest, and that would probably be a successful season given how many injuries and stuff we've had. But we had a complete overhaul of the whole team, management, backroom staff, over 100 million spent, so that's finally, can see us moving in the right direction, because this is what we've been crying out for years. Finally put their hands in their pockets. And next up on Monday night is Liverpool. Oh dear, it just doesn't get any better, does it? Like, I've already written it off. Don't think we're going to get anything out of the game. They're just different class, aren't they? But yeah, then again, I probably wouldn't be surprised if we did get anything out of the game, because we tend to do better against the better teams than we do against the ones around us that we need to win. And we should win.
So here we are in the middle of our annual injury crisis, because it does seem to be a running theme with West Ham over the years, many years, that we haven't got a strong enough squad, we haven't got a deep enough squad, and we get injuries, and then you're back to playing players out of position, no real game plan, no strategy, just going out there and hoping for the best. And I think even that doesn't begin to sum up what happened last night. I don't know what was going on last night. That it would be fair to say that that was the strategy, because I don't know what was going on. So with all the injuries we've got, we've now added to that with Arnautovic, who I'm really sceptical about that injury he picked up last night. I can't see it myself as being genuine. I might be barking up the wrong tree, but I just think it's all very convenient. And I've looked at it, I keep looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, you could pick up an injury from that, but to have done himself in for the rest of the season, obviously he's got this elusive scan tomorrow, which is going to tell us more, but I think we all know where that one's going. And my big problem at the moment is, like, what is our game plan? It all just reads to me at the moment that our vision is to just not get relegated. And how can that be the case? We had such a good December. and then suddenly, with respect, you're losing to AFC Wimbledon. We've got Liverpool on Monday. Quite frankly, they should be looking at this and expecting to turn up and tear us a new one, because we haven't got a clue what's going on. And I couldn't even begin to imagine what kind of team you even put out against Liverpool when we've got the problems we have. You've just, again, got to hope that Fabianski has the game of his life again. I think what sums it up quite nicely last night was we've lost 3-0 and the man of the match was the keeper. I think that speaks absolute volumes about our attitude, about our non-existent defence, and about our game plan. There just isn't one. It's just, as I said, turn up and hope for the best. I would like to think that we might snatch someone in the next 24 hours of what's left of the transfer window. I can't see it myself. We've shot ourselves in the foot big time by renewing Arnie's contract. Money could have been better spent, in my opinion. Let's look at, I don't know the ins and outs of the contract, but Maxi Gomez has got this release clause. Should we not have found out how much that is? Perhaps we know. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but pay that, get him over. Again, it's not all about just one player. This is intrinsic. This is something that going forward, we just need to deepen our squad. We really do. The way it is at the moment, though, the squad we have got just don't seem interested. And I think that is the poison that's spread from the toxic man himself, Marco. And I don't know how you go back from that, especially when your next opponent is Liverpool. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours of the transfer window, if anything. Hopefully some magician will turn up and just wave his magic wand and we'll be back to playing the way we were in December. I just can't see it at the moment.
Well, a lot can happen in the week of being a West Ham fan, let's be honest. So yeah, since last Friday, we've gone from Arnie possibly leaving, maybe not leaving, to not being in the team for Wimbledon, which made us think he was about to leave. And then obviously we lose to Wimbledon, so my premonition about us being on TV ends up being right, let's be honest. But it was a really shocking performance. There was nothing good at all. I can really say they didn't really want it. I don't know if Pellegrini was hoping that we could concentrate on the league and the team he did put out would be enough to make it work, but they are lacking, seriously lacking. And yeah, I do wonder if the whole Arnie thing did affect it. I mean, a lot of people say that's a cop-out, maybe it is, but I just don't see how it can't affect it. And then the board go and release that statement saying that yeah, he's got a new contract, hooray, we should be really happy and grateful and pleased that he's staying. Fine, okay, whatever. And so we go into the Wolves game hopeful that, you know, we put Saturday's mess behind us, we'll perform well, we'll come back, we'll, you know, put the world to rights, and Arnie will come out and prove to us why he's such an amazing player and why we should be so happy to have him, blah blah blah. and yeah, we go and do that. I mean, I think the team frankly is a bit dead on its legs, if I'm honest. From what I read online, we're leggy, you know, our injuries are killing us, and the players who are playing for us just aren't not good enough. Basically, they're just not good enough at all. Yeah, I really do hope that well, I don't know what the manager's going to do, in fairness, because there's 2 days left of this transfer window. It's notoriously difficult to get hold of anybody decent unless it's a loan or whatever in January, and then to cap it all off, it looks like Arnie could have a broken foot and be out for the rest of the season. So basically it never rains but it pours, to be a West Ham fan right now. In fairness, I think going for 7th was a bit of a ridiculous pipe dream. Our last 2 attempts at the Europa League haven't exactly been great, let's be honest. Not entirely sure we put everything into it, and with the state of our squad I think we should be concentrating on building the squads, getting better overall, being more consistent overall, and generally being, you know, having less injuries and having a season where we can just watch our team play, hopefully well, and not have this constant battle with who's fit, who's not fit, and makeshift players being shoved into random positions. And I mean, don't get me started on Bonner, for example, or Basuaku constantly being shoved in positions he just can't play in. And the fact that, our so-called strike force is terrible, basically. I don't know what the answer is. I am concerned for the Liverpool game, I will be honest. And I'm just glad we've got the points that we have so far, because at the moment, the way we are playing, I'm not seeing where the points are coming from. So we'll see what the manager can do over the next couple of days. Maybe he'll have some great idea. Maybe Maxi Gomez will be signed, even though he'll go again. I don't know. All in all, another interesting day to be a West Ham fan.
One word to describe the Wolves game: dreadful. We came out literally like we were the same team that came out against the AFC Wimbledon. I didn't see passion at all. I didn't see no urgency, no fight, no nothing. You know, we could have went out there with a few changes in the team, good mentality, and try and fight for 7th place in the league, but we did nothing. Did literally nothing. I think we just kept kicking the ball out of the pitch. We kept passing it to the other team, sloppy mistakes, no defence, no nothing. I can't say anything more than we were just simply awful, so awful. You know, and Arnautovic is playing, saying that he wants to help us, he wants to be there for the team, he wants to score goals. Where was that mentality in the pitch? I didn't see that at all from him, nowhere. And then he had that little stumble on his knee and he was straight off the pitch in seconds. He didn't want to bother, he didn't want to fight. To me, it just felt like he just wasn't there. We just really, really need to have a talk through and sort out whatever issues there are, because that is awful. We can't keep doing that. You know, we've got Liverpool next. That is not going to be an easy game, and I'm not really expecting a win, but we've got to go out there, we've got to go fighting. We've got Liverpool, then we've got Palace, then we've got Fulham. We've got to do something. We cannot spend February again on just losses. Wherever the problem is, we need to sort it. We've not bothered with any transfers. That's just been wasted. I feel like we could have got players in. Like, if we were really going to try out here, we could have got someone in. We could have got someone in who's going to support us and help us. Instead, it's just rumours all going around and nothing's getting, like, going onwards. Nothing is, like, no one's bothering. I just feel like we've given up. I've literally got nothing else to say. Like, I'm just dreading watching us this month coming up. Dreading it.